What is up, guys? We're back. It's probably been 2 weeks, but it's actually really been a day or two. Getting really bored with this at-home hybrid medical school stuff. Kind of hard to stay focused. So instead of taking naps, which are pretty often, this study break is brought to you by working on my motorcycle. So today's video, we're going to be doing another very important mod. You can probably see by the picture that I put. Like every track or race bike, and honestly even road bike, needs this mod. So what we're doing today is GB racing covers, well, case covers, case savers, etc. So these are going to cover up important parts of your bike, like the clutch cover, like this thingy, which honestly I didn't. That is a secondary pulse cover. Don't really know what that does. Maybe it shoots laser beams. And then we also got the alternator cover. Alternator cover over here, clutch cover on the other side. Sorry, I am all turned around right now. But nonetheless, that's what we're doing today. Should be super quick and easy. And yeah, let's jump right into it. I did not buy these. This came with the bike, but I have bought these for previous bikes. So I put in the description the link to these products. And they're really good products. I've crashed with them and they save your bike. Basically, and they come with these really nice directions, which I was showing you. The first one we're going to do is a secondary clutch cover, which is this guy right here. It gives you where the bolts go. It does tell you the torque specs, which is great. If you don't have a torque wrench, it's 10 newton meters. Honestly, if you've been wrenching on your bike long enough, you kind of have a feeling for it. But nonetheless, basically when you go down and your bike's sliding, these parts can grind through really easily. Now all of a sudden, I mean, if you're on the road, sorry, you're gonna walk home or get a ride. But if you're at the track, it's gonna be really hard to kind of salvage these parts and then try to clean out the crankcase, etc. Whereas if all you do is grind through some case covers, you get right back out there. So really big part. So we're gonna do the clutch cover first. I haven't installed it yet, but you can see I just kind of slid it in there and now it's sitting over on top of the, I'm trying to get you guys some good light here. I have it sitting right over, and I'm just gonna kind of, these hoses are gonna get in a little bit of the way, but there's gonna be one, down there is 2, and then up in there is 3 bolts that we're just gonna take out. You shouldn't lose any fluid or anything. And I'm gonna put Loctite on the new bolts that I'm putting in, and bang, 3 bolts done. So let's get to it. And just so you guys know, the OEM bolts are either a 5mm hex. I just grabbed a hex because the new bolts are also 5mm hex. But you can also use a socket on them if you don't, but you will need a hex key for the bolts that they do give you for them. Also, make sure you save your bolts. You never know. They're most likely is going to be a washer on the back of this, I would think. So if there is, I'm going to make sure to take it off. Doesn't look like this bolt had Loctite on it. I'm going to put Loctite on it anyway. And no washer, but the new ones do come with a washer. So we're going to get the other 3 out that they showed in the image, but you know, just by where it sits, the 3 that you're going to need. So we'll be right back. So you can see right now, we have it slid in place with the 3 bolts taken out of where it needs to be installed. 1, 2, and then behind those hoses. One thing I did notice is that there are these important spacers inside of the new crankcase. So this one kept falling out, so I was just going to put it in with the bolt when I slide it in, because those are going to be very important. So super quick and easy for the first cover. There's 2 more. We're going to cover this, which is the pulse cover. I'll look into what that means. One thing I did notice, like anything, don't tighten them all down at once, because the fitment is very close. So you're going to have to slowly bring them all in so that all the bolts line up correctly. But overall, clean fit, doesn't get in the way of the clutch cable, and should save me some time and money down the road, hopefully. onto this cover now. We'll just look at the instructions. Also, don't forget, a little bit of Loctite goes a long way, so make sure you put some on. We're going to be throwing this guy onto here, and it is going to be, let me look at the tray, it's going to be this bolt, and this bolt. Again, same things before. We're going to take those out, line it up, make sure everything lines up, save the old bolts. Also, remember to use the new bolts that they send with it, because these are a different length due to the fact that there's now another thing in between the bolt and the bike. So you do need to use the new bolts. Quick note, guys, of the 3 bolts that came out, one is shorter, as you can see. These 2 are the longer ones because they also are going through a little bracket that holds the clutch cable. The far right is the shorter of the 3. And there we have it, guys. One side is done, protected. And now we're just going to move on to the stator side or alternator and finish this job up real quick. Alright, guys, so you can see here this one has 4 bolts, and you're going to see, so it's this bolt, this bolt, this bolt, and this bolt that are going to come out. This one looks, so just with it off, this one, this one, this one, and this one. This one looks like it's going to be a little bit tighter of a fit. So I'm going to make sure to tighten them all down slowly, one at a time. But first, we'll get the old bolts out. Just a quick tip, guys. I put the top 2 in without the washers or Loctite, just like 1 or 2 threads, just to hold this on while I'm getting the other 2. And then I'll pull the other top 2 out and put the Loctite on those, get them snug, and then torque them down. And there you have it, guys. 4 bolts, quick and easy. Remember to save your old hardware. And just another friendly reminder. Just use a little Loctite on stuff like this. Goes a long way sometimes. You never know when a bolt wants to back out on you. But quick and easy job, not super expensive, can save you a lot of money and time in the long run. Worth it on a race bike, worth it on a track bike, even worth it on a road bike for the most part, especially naked bikes that have exposed crankcases and such. But overall, another job done. Next up is braided brake lines, because this bike still has rubber hosing. So I'll catch you guys next time. Jill and Twos. See ya.